Welcome in. I am the Crypto Bull God, and this is all in the charts. If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and click the bell icon for notifications to know when I go live. Whew, there is a lot of bullish momentum picking up in these charts. You know, guys, I've come out here, I've been coming out since late May. And what have I been signaling consistently pretty much every live stream? I've been saying, hey guys, you know, I'm anticipating June to be a bullish month. Hey guys, I'm anticipating June to be a bullish month. We went through this consolidation correction where we went down from 32,000 all the way down to 25,000. What did I say to you guys during the correction? Let's be patient. Let's stay calm. Guys, we're 10 days through the month. Guys, we're 15 days through the month. Crypto moves fast. The largest gains that you will experience in your portfolio occur in the shortest periods of time. And I said 10 days, 15 days, 9 days is a lot of time in crypto, okay? And we're seeing that going on right now. You know, I was having fun with everyone. I tweeted out a few quick. I've been very busy today. It was a very busy day today. Nothing bad, just a lot going on. So I haven't really had a chance to be active on Twitter at all. But I was having fun with everyone. I put out a few tweets today where I tweeted out a moon. I tweeted out a rocket ship. No, I do not think everything is going to the moon tomorrow or tonight. But I'm trying to have fun and engage with the community to say, hey, it's okay to be a little bit excited, right? We've had a lot of red days. We've had a lot of saltiness in this market right now. And I want to say this. This is nothing. The price action that we've seen today is nothing. We are literally just warming up, okay? We are literally just warming up. And I'm very encouraged to see. Now, we still got 9 days to go, okay? We got to finish strong. This is just one day, okay? We got to finish strong. But I am very encouraged by the price action that we're seeing today, namely today. We were seeing yesterday, but namely today. Because again, we want as much, I've been saying this over and over again and saying this in so many different ways so that everyone can understand what it is that I'm saying. If we really want a high blow off top, right, we need as much runway as possible. What do I mean by as much runway? We need as many months this year to allow for time to gradually increase in price and then eventually go parabolic, right? So that's why I was saying it was very important that this month came in bullish. And we're going to take a look at a lot of Bitcoin charts. We'll take a look at some altcoin charts per your request. But it's very, and if you've been here for a while, the other thing that I've been hammering home on, by the way, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TradingView. It's all one word. It's just Crypto Bull God. No underscore, nothing. It's just one word, Crypto Bull God. Instagram's for the gym motivation stuff if you're interested in that. Everything else is all crypto. So give me a follow on the Twitter and on the YouTube and TradingView. But one of the things I've been communicating to you guys very consistently on this channel is it is imperative that Bitcoin performs very well. Again, Bitcoin is the mothership. It is the driver of value within cryptocurrency. Case in point, if Bitcoin has a blow-off top this year at $85,000, your altcoins are not going to run as hard. They're just not. But if Bitcoin has a blow-off top around that 120 or 130 mark, which is more in line of what I think, then you're going to have a much more significant run in a lot of your altcoins, okay? So it's very important to gauge the overall health of Bitcoin to understand where the market's at and to understand what may potentially be coming down the pipeline. So we're going to get into that in a moment. I hope everyone's been having a nice day. I'm enjoying a nice red blend. Very common wine. Yes, Josh Sellers. Anybody goes to the supermarket and purchases wine, I got this at Publix, but it's it's just a red blend from Josh Sellers. Very, very good. All right, I think that's enough jibba jabba. I think it's time to get into the charts. Let's kind of assess what's going on here. Again, just assessing the overall. Look at all this green coming in here. It doesn't matter what. I mean, wow, Bitcoin Cash is up 22%. I'm sure Ethereum Classic is going to be running very hard very soon. Look at all these projects up today. And I want to reiterate this. I said Fetch is up 12%. And I want to reiterate this. This is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. You know you're in the middle of a significant run when you see Bitcoin up over more than 10% in a day. You see a lot of your altcoins running 30%, 40%. And also the other thing that I'll be watching for, and I'm looking forward to, you get the days where XRP and XLM are sort of like not doing much. They're up a percent and the rest of the market's running hard. And then all of a sudden the next day it flip-flops. The rest of the market has small corrections and is stagnant, and XRP and XLM are up, 20, 30%. So I've been around long enough. I've seen this. This is the same rotation. It's the same story. This is why I've tried to keep you guys in the game here. And again, this is just getting started, in my opinion. This is just getting started. I want to keep reiterating this. This is nothing. This is nothing. Wait until we get past $70,000. This is nothing. All right. So let's get into the price data here. So this is on the daily. As you can see yesterday, the point we were at yesterday was I was indicating, hey guys, it's great. We're above this 50 simple moving average. Well, we've blown well past that at this point, okay? We have a little bit of a wick up here, but I mean, this green candlestick is very, very bullish. Price indicators, is there any bearish divergence or anything like that? Hell no. Hell no, there's no bearish divergence. We have the MACD cross. I'm sure if I pulled up the stochastic RSI, that would look great. Now, one thing I would say is, given that we're up as much as we're up, we all fucking feel you, Nick. Pump my motherfucking bags. By the way, guys, to hit the thumbs up, if you hide the chat, you'll see the thumbs up, and that's how you can best support me. Now, given we were up significantly these past 2 days, at some point, whether it's tomorrow, I would suspect tomorrow, but when things heat up, they heat up. I would suspect it would be tomorrow, but if it's not, maybe Friday, you are going to have some sort of retracement, okay? You have to understand, for healthy price action to develop and continue, you have to have healthy levels of consolidation, healthy areas of consolidation. So even if Bitcoin, I just want to level set the conversation here. This is still bullish if this happens. If we close today around here and we eventually get some price action that comes all the way back down here in this $27,000 area that retests the 50 simple moving average, guys, that's still healthy. There's nothing that's unhealthy about that. It's all about the higher highs and higher lows. Thank you for the support. Appreciate the thumbs up. Let's take a look at the 12-hour. Now, this has me very excited. This brings a tear to my eye. Again, I get wrong calls and I get correct calls, and we're going to get into that in a moment. Speaking about the Nasdaq and the S&P, I told you guys when we started closing below the 200, I didn't like it, and I had to level set the conversation and tell you, look, now that we've done this, we have to be very careful and be careful of the fact that we don't want to get these lower lows and lower highs coming in. But I said, what did I say to you? I'm not nervous right now. It's caution flag, but I'm not overly nervous or I'm not scared one bit because we're still close to the 200. And as long as this 50 death cross, okay, while it's significant, as long as this 50 kind of hangs around close to the 200 and it doesn't continue drifting down, it's nothing to be scared about, okay? It would result in a fake out if we could get back above the 200. Look what has happened here. This brings a tear to my eye because prices have come all the way. They've exceeded my expectations. Price has come all the way well above the 200 simple moving average. Now, what this is going to do, okay? Again, it's not about just looking at the market and saying, wow, we're having a big green day. This is great. We have to be able to read the chart and to discern, really read into it and discern a few things from it. And that is what can set you apart from most other people, many other people, most other people. What this is going to do now that we're above both moving averages, mark my words, by Friday, I would venture to say by Friday, given the significant moves we've had, this 50 is going to start to cross up towards this 200. We're going to get a golden cross, okay? More than likely it happens by the weekend. Could happen as early as Friday, given the significant movement here. It's going to cause the 50 to curl up. We get our golden cross, and the 200 is just going to keep increasing in value. Guys, that is monumentally bullish. If you've been here where I've covered the historical, I have a cracking feeling in my jaw, where I've covered the historical significance on the 12-hour chart and the 50 and 200 simple moving average, really stuttering over my words there. I've covered the statistical significance of the 12-hour chart and the 50 and 200 simple moving average. Guys, when we get this golden cross, I'm telling you, it is monumentally significant. It is monumentally significant just going based on probabilities here, okay? And again, this is one of these charts no one is covering, and I'm glad that I can bring it to you here on this channel. What's up, Kathleen? Glad to see you in here. Yes, pump my bags, Kathleen. Pump my bags, Nick. Pump my bags, everybody. This is one of these times where it's fun to open up your ledger balance. And if you keep a small amount on any exchange, like I do have some of my crypto on exchanges, but I have a lot on my ledger. So it's just fun to open up and just refresh. Hey, look at that. Yes, so very good to see on the 12-hour. Let's take a look at any price indicators here. Yeah, again, we're gonna get a cool off here. So let's talk about the 12-hour charge. All right, PMB indeed, sir. It's okay. By the way, Nick, you know what? Have yourself a little fucking drink. Have yourself a little drink. Celebrate. Just a little mini celebration. All right. Now, what would be healthy consolidation? What would I look at and say, okay, like this is actually healthy and this is good? If you see price over the coming couple days come down on and look at the 12-hour chart. If you start to see it consolidate in this area, we're fine because we're staying above the 200 simple moving average. Again, it points to that $27,000 area. So if we come all the way down to 27,800, 27,700, I could give two shits less because again, all we're doing, we're overextended at this point. So all we're doing is we're building stair steps, right? We're building stair steps to continue going up. So I am inclined to say that there's a high likelihood that we could come down, there's a high likelihood that we will come down and we will revisit the $28,000 to $27,000 area right at this 200 simple moving average, okay? In the upper $27,000 range, depending when it comes down, it could be the low $28,000 range, okay? But still, this is awesome to see. We'll get into XRP. What do you think about XRP? Will it fall? No, XRP is just fine. I actually just spoke about XRP a moment ago, so you'll have to rewind. But I spoke about XRP and XLM, but no, XRP is just fine. Guys, the other thing I wanted to point out, two other charts I wanted to take a look at here. This is the weekly. Look at how we're falling out of this falling wedge. You know, I had tweeted, speaking of which, this chart here, I had tweeted this out. If you're not following me on Twitter at Crypto Bull God, let's get off that. If you're not following me at Crypto Bull God, I had tweeted this out earlier. What is this that we're looking at? This is a weekly chart, but it's inverted. So it's taking all of the price and flipping it upside down. Sometimes it's very helpful because when you're looking at it in a normal sense here, you know, you're looking at this weekly chart and maybe the inverse head and shoulders and the falling wedge, it's just not resonating with you. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. Sometimes all it takes is a different perspective, okay? So if you invert the chart, think about this. If you're inverting the chart, if something looks bearish, it's bullish because on the price scale, you've inverted it. When we go down, we're actually going up in value. Okay, that's what we mean by inverting it. So in this case, I mean, look at what we're showing here. We have a head and shoulders. We have a gravestone doji. A gravestone doji is where you have a red body and a huge wick that goes up, okay? We saw it back in 2019, in the spring of 2019, which is the incorrect period of time that people continue to say that we're in right now. I'm on record as saying that consistently. Where we had a gravestone doji up towards 13,800, it's the sign of a trend reversal. Now, we've inverted the chart, so we have this gravestone doji. This is telling us price does not want to continue going up. We have buyer exhaustion if we want to view this in a non-inverted sense. It's really seller exhaustion. We have buyer exhaustion, so the chart just wants to continue going down, which is bullish because the chart is inverted. So we got a head and shoulders. We have a gravestone doji trend reversal candle. We have a rising wedge, which has broken. Okay, look at the rising wedge. That's bearish and it's broken down. And we have a bear flag. Where's the bear flag? Here's the pole. Here's the pole. And here is the pennant. This is the pennant right here. Okay, so multiple things going on here that if you're looking at a regular weekly and you're not really getting what I'm telling you, just invert the chart. The way you do it, you literally just right click and say invert, and now that's what you have, okay? So again, guys, momentum is just beginning to pick up. We are warming up. We are heating up, okay? I tweeted for all of you fans out there that are in my age demographic, which is between the age of 10 and 60. I love keeping my age a mystery. If anybody's good with math, you can like figure that out. It's really not that complicated. NBA Jam, he's heating up. Literally, we're just heating up. Really, this is actually in NBA Jam, when you do this, he's not heating up. He's actually on fire, but he's heating up, all right? We are just starting to heat up in the market, all right? Here is another chart. Now remember, the number one chart that leaves me feeling a little cautious, okay, and I'm like, I don't know, about new all-time highs this year, the 3-day chart. And I've spoken to it plenty of times, all right? Nick, I fucking love the enthusiasm, brother. Keep it coming. Let's fucking go. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy doing the live stream when there's a little more excitement. Nick, I'm counting on you to say pump my bags to every single person who drops a comment. Everyone who's listening, drop a motherfucking comment so Nick can tell you to pump your bags. This is the 3-day chart, all right? And I've drawn out a hypothetical golden cross here, okay? This is the one chart. If there was one chart I could identify that I really want to see flip very bullish, it's this 3-day chart. Look at what's happening right now. Let's get this out of the way. This candlestick, this 3-day candlestick that just printed today. So in my opinion, this is going to be really tough to hold at this level over the next 2 days. Because keep in mind, this candlestick printed today, just started today. It prints by the end of the day on Friday. And we're right at this 200 simple moving average. In my opinion, it's going to be very hard by Friday to maintain this price level. I would venture to say we're going to come down here to the lower $29,000 range or upper $28,000 range. We'll have to see. But the more we can push up, guys, this is so significant. Again, when you can interpret these charts and you know what to look for, all right? You got to be able to tell a story. As we continue to push up here, what's going to happen is this 200 is going to flatten and want to curl up. What else is going to happen? The 50 is going to want to cross up. As soon as you get that golden cross and both moving averages are moving up, I mean, that is monumentally bullish, all right? I really like what I'm seeing on this 3-day chart. Let's take a look at the price indicators. And we're starting to get a cross on the MACD. Cross on the MACD. We spoke about the ADX and DI yesterday. I kept it on this chart as well. What did I say yesterday? RSI, by the way, is at 62.5, which is great. What did I say about the ADX and DI? I said when the mouth is wider, it's more bullish, okay? We have the green above the red. We're above the trigger line with the green, below the trigger line with the red. In the past, when we've got, look at this large cross here. Look at this large opening and the large move here, okay? Look at the large opening here and the large price here. We're just starting to open. Will we get another large movement here? We will have to see. In my opinion, yes, but we will have to see, okay? So things are really starting to flip bullish very, very quickly. Guys, this is Bitcoin. I've covered Bitcoin, okay? And I've spoken about areas of consolidation, what I'm expecting when we do have some nice, healthy consolidation. Maybe we can spend a moment, because we haven't spoken about this in a while. Maybe we can talk about areas of resistance, okay? As we continue running here, where can we, and I also want to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. That's important. I haven't looked at Bitcoin dominance all day. I want to take a look at that. We'll take a look at it first together. Yes, guys, I haven't looked at it all day. Unfortunately, charting is not what I do full time. I have another job that keeps me very busy. So let's take a look at this. Apologies, I have something stuck in my teeth. I got some drainage issues going on. Guys, thumbs up. Hide the comments. You'll find the thumbs up button. I would appreciate the support. Let's take a look at where we can find resistance. Perfect. Now remember, one of the things I had signaled, we haven't talked about this in a while. I pointed out to the fact that by the end of June, I really wanted to get up in this zone. We got some work to do. Okay? Maybe, if we get there in the first week of July, I'm not going to fret over a week or two, but I don't want to lag this box much. I need to get up into this box soon. Again, if we're going to make that all-time high this year. This isn't about, whenever I stress to you about making progress over the course of these next 2 to 3 or 4 weeks, it's not about any concern on the macro perspective of making all-time highs. That's not what it's about. Again, the main thesis, if you've been here for a while and you're paying attention, is my main hypothesis. I use so many different words that mean the same thing. I am ascertaining based on price action. I am making the recommendation / proposal / thesis / hypothesis that Bitcoin, okay, the primary hypothesis is Bitcoin is going to create a new all-time high this year. And I've alluded to the fact that if things don't start coming in bullish sooner rather than later, we're going to have to revisit whether or not this is going to bleed into early next year. But hear what I'm not saying. I'm not concerned one bit about. Thank you for the support. I see the thumbs up. People have to hide the chat to see the thumbs up button. I think Kathleen was the one that pointed it out, or somebody else. I think someone else pointed it out. I'm not sure. In any event, let's talk about this. We have a thick area. We have a thick area here. Nick, by the way, you didn't tell Track to pump your bags. We have a thick area of resistance here, okay? It extends from the area that we're currently in at 28,800 all the way up, we're going to call it 32,000. We're just going to call it 32,000. Once Bitcoin definitively breaks 32,000, and you can see this is the last bounce high we had here at 30. This is only at 31,000. Once we really start to break that 31, 32,000 range, in my educated opinion, ding, 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 very important, hear what I'm about to say. When we break, I would call it 32. When we break $32,000, I think there's going to be a hard run towards 35.5. It's going to be quick. Because there's not, what I've drawn here, there's not a lot of price confluence in this zone. There's a 10% gap there, okay? Hear what I'm saying. When Bitcoin breaks $32,000, my educated opinion is that we will very quickly hit $35,500. A quick 10%, very swift 10% move, okay? Now we have another zone of resistance between 35.5 and 43,000. And don't you think for 1 second I'm not calling the 4-year cycle theorists out. Now look, I know, and I've said this much before, I'm a very humble individual, okay? I've been wrong, and I will be wrong again. I've been right, and I'll be right again. The 4-year cycle people who say new all-time highs aren't coming to like 2025 or late 2024, whatever it is, they could be correct. I don't know with certainty that I'm going to be correct, but I will say this. Everyone who has put a TV script in place of Bitcoin is going to do this in 2023, and then in 2024 it's doing this, and then we're going to $300,000 in 2025. All right, okay, cool. Well, I want to point a commonality out that the 4-year cycle theorists are pointing to, and I plan to put out a brief video on this, and I plan to call people out on Twitter and at least acknowledge that they're following through with what they've said. Everyone is saying that we are going to top 4-year cycle people right around $46,000. Well, then I'm calling on you 4-year cycle people. I'm calling on you 4-year cycle people. When we get up to the $46,000 to $48,000, I expect you to go on Twitter and acknowledge that you have sold a significant portion, a significant portion of your Bitcoin at $46,000 to $48,000 because you've put out the TV script that we're topping here and we're going to come down and we're just going to consolidate for 6 to 8 months until the halving, and then we're just going to continue our move up. Put your fucking money where your mouth is. Put your motherfucking money where your mouth is. Because I got a lot of people out there, a lot of prominent influencers, and it fires me up, as you can see, okay? A lot of people, I understand and I respect people who put charts out there and say, this is what I believe. Hey, I hear you. But I think a lot of people are gravitating on that popular narrative, okay, for many reasons. And they're calling that Bitcoin is going to top in this $46,000 to $48,000. Put your motherfucking money where your mouth is. Tweet out on Twitter that you have sold a significant portion of your Bitcoin at $46,000 to $48,000, all right? Do you have balls to put that out there? Because I'm calling you out right now, all right? And I will put out a very brief video and call people out on Twitter. Because, again, I could be wrong. Look, again, I just want to reiterate this. I could be absolutely wrong, okay? We could do this. We could pop up here. And we could do this shit for the next 6 to 8 months, and 97% of the population that I see on YouTube and on Twitter, they could be correct. But I will say this. More times than not, Bitcoin does what the majority believe it will not do. Most people believe we're doing this. We're coming up here, we're topping, and we're doing this shit for the next 6 to 8 months. Most people believe that. I'm going contrarian to that. I do not believe that is going to happen. I'm on record since October, at the very least, of last year saying that shit is not happening. So we will see. I'm a little fired up today. If you appreciate the fact I'm animated and this is not a boring channel where I go through and just draw lines in a monotone voice, give me a thumbs up. You gotta hide the chat to give me a little bit of a thumbs up here, all right? So that's what we're looking at on the weekly. These are our areas of resistance, okay? So really this $35.5 to $43,000 area is really going to be the significant area of resistance that we're going to face once we punch through $32,000. So we'll have to see how price action responds to that. Now, the last Bitcoin chart I want to just focus on, and then we're going to get into Bitcoin dominance. Haven't looked at Bitcoin dominance all day, so it'll be interesting. We'll look at it together for the first time. Again, I put this on just to this bars pattern just to symbolize to you. Again, thumbs up if you hide the chat. Would appreciate the support if you are learning something on this channel. If you're learning something, hit the thumbs up. This is to illustrate roughly what I'm expecting, okay? So far, again, I put the bars pattern in here back in April. So far, it's actually looking perfect. Now, I'm not saying this is going to continue exactly, okay? I don't expect this to continue exactly the way it is here. But right now, it looks pretty damn good. But let's move this out of the way. Look at June. Look at June. Look at this long wick down here. What is the story being created here? This, ladies and gentlemen, is seller exhaustion. Price came all the way down, and the buyers gobbled up the price. And now we have a thick, that's what she said. No, really, that is what she said. We have a thick green candle on the June monthly candlestick for Bitcoin. T-minus 9 days. Okay? I'm really big on this. I'm really big on the clicker today, all right? I'm really fucking feeling this today, all right? If this, and again, don't mistake my emotional side here, my exuberance, for the fact that I am not going to be robotic and unemotional when I decide to sell out, and I'm not going to be disciplined. Believe me, I will. But this is what it's called when you're passionate and you're enthusiastic about the space and you go against the grain of what people think, and you're out here and you're putting it all on the line, you're putting it all out here and trying to put some content out for people, and you're just fucking enjoying the price action right now. Guys, if you think that I'm this excited right now over just like some, I mean, this isn't mediocre price action, but this is just the start of what we're going to see, in my opinion, this year. Can you imagine what I'm going to be like? Can you imagine what I'm going to be like if price pans out anywhere near to what I'm anticipating this year? I'm going to be going fucking ballistic on this channel. Make sure to tune in because I'm going to be losing my shit, all right? We're all going to lose our shit together, all right? Not lose our shit together. That doesn't actually sound good. But anyway, This is a very bullish candlestick right now. Now, we got 9 days to go, but I want to point your attention to something else. I want to turn your attention to something else. I identified an area of importance on this RSI between 46 and 50. Look at June. We're above this level. When we've been above this level before, we have made significant. I'll look at the prior time with you. Significant price action to the upside. RSI is above 50. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. I was going to say something and then I forgot. Ding, 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 chicken wing. What was the saying? Now I forget. Now I sound moronic. All right, let's go to the MACD. Now, the other thing, and this is actually the price indicator I am most excited about, okay? On the Bitcoin monthly chart, look at this MACD. We're kissing right now. And as I have said in many weeks now, consistently, a lot of these price indicators are getting a lot more action than CBG. These price indicators are kissing right now. They're just making out. And this thing wants to cross. It wants to go for the home run. You know, this MACD, it's round in second. It's round in second right now, and it's going in for third base. All right, a home run. If you want to hit a home run, guys, not only do you need the MACD cross, you got to show this MACD where it's at. You got to get a positive cross above 0. You're fucking hitting a grand slam if you do that. All right, there's a lot of ways you can hit a grand slam. A lot of different ways. But this MACD, when we've had I can't emphasize this enough. When we get a bullish cross, a bullish MACD cross on the monthly, this is monumentally, historically significant for Bitcoin. Let's go back in the chart for those that are not understanding what in the hell I'm saying. Look, we're about to cross. As long as prices don't fall apart in June, which I do not anticipate, as long as they don't fall apart, we're going to get a positive cross. The last time we had this bullish cross here, monumental rise. The last time we had one here, we had this 2019 rise, again, which people are incorrectly comparing current price action to. If we go back in time, sorry I'm so loud. I'll try and be a little more quiet in this microphone. I don't want people to keep readjusting their microphone settings. You can see we had the cross right here. And look what happened with price. Now this was a monumental rise. We rose from $384 up to $20,000. Look at this rise in price here. Again, the MACD crosses are historically significant. They're monumentally significant for Bitcoin. And one of the things, what have I told you on this channel? And as I've said before, I've told you a lot on this channel. But I really try to educate you on this channel, okay? And one of the things I've attempted to educate you on is when we start to see bullish confirmation, it's a lot more significant on higher time frames. Yes, there's a lot of historical significance in the 12-hour chart, okay? And this is statistically significant. There's a lot more statistical significance in actuality on the 12-hour chart than the monthly because there's not a lot of price data. For Bitcoin, there's only 13 years of price data. I'm going off the top of my head, right? But in many senses, it's actually monumentally more bullish when we start to get bullish confirmation on a 1-month chart over a 12-hour chart, okay? So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to go to the Bitcoin dominance chart, which again, I haven't looked at today. We're going to take a look at it together. I'm going to take a look at the comments real quick because I haven't been paying attention. I like to check in from time to time to see if anybody's pointing anything out or has anything interesting to say. Okay, we'll talk about this in a moment. Very interesting. Let's see what we got here. Everyone, I'm not going to go through the list of names here. I see a lot of very familiar names here. Thank you to everyone who is joining the live stream. If you're in the live stream right now and you have not dropped a comment, make sure to let me know that you're here. I want to know who's in the house this evening, this afternoon, or this morning in DT's case. Pump my bags, GCBG. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. My dad, I sent out a text to the family today. Where's my phone? Whatever. I sent out a text to the family today, and my dad replied with, he replied with his view on why markets go up and down. And I wanted to reply back. I haven't replied back yet, but I wanted to reply back and said the Bitcoin and crypto markets go up because I said so. The crypto bull god controls the markets. I am the market controller, and I say the market should go up now. So that is my view. No soldier left behind. Is ACH going to test lower? Also Casper. Well, we can take a look at those charts. We'll take a look at them, Kathleen. Good question. Seeing that Bitcoin is going to be the dominant coin at present. Let's have a conversation about that. No soldier left behind. Pump the thumbs up. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kathleen. Thank you. I look forward to the day that I go from 11 viewers to 110 viewers. But I don't say that because I don't appreciate all 11 of you. I do. I really do. I'm all kidding aside. I do appreciate every single person that continues to show up for the live stream. You're taking time out of your day. But yes, I look forward to expanding my reach here and helping out more and more and more people. So thank you for the continued support. I've reiterated that many, many times that I appreciate it. Ricky, you appreciate my emotion, Ricky? Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad someone does. Turbo Mega Pump, we will be seeing that. We're nowhere near that yet. So Nick brings up actually a good point, whether he recognized it or not. A Turbo Mega Pump will take place. It will take place when Bitcoin breaks $69,000, and I would even just say $70,000 because that's our prior all-time high. 69. Let's just call it 70,000. When you see Bitcoin above $70,000, Turbo Mega Pump. That is, again, that's why I'm saying this right now is child's play. Kathleen asks a question on Casper and ACH. When you see ACH going in one day from 3 cents to 6 cents, that's called a Turbo Mega Pump. When Bitcoin goes from $71,000 up to $79,000, that's a Turbo Mega Pump. You're going to see Turbo Mega Pumps when Bitcoin breaks $70,000. So we still have a lot of room to go. You see, we're in the early innings right now. All right. We'll see July. We'll see how June. Let's just assess June, and then we can talk about July. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Damn it. That is the saying I was looking for. Thank you, Phil. Go Birds. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what I was looking for. Do you look at the EMA ribbons? I have. So to answer your question, yes, but not in a long time. It's interesting. There's so many things that you can look at in a chart, right? And I find as a chartist that I go through different periods where I value one thing more than another. There's certain things I always stick to. EMA ribbons was something that I more commonly looked at in years past. I just haven't looked at them as much lately, but I haven't looked at EMA ribbons in a while. But yes, I have looked at them. All right, I do look at them. It's just it's been a bit. Everybody, I need you to do something for me. Pump my bags, per Nick. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Drop the chat out of the way, and make sure to hit the thumbs up. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. And then Kathleen asked a good question on Casper and ACH, and we're going to take a look at those. Bitcoin dominance is doing exactly what I said I was leaning towards. Now, I got a zone up here. I don't think Bitcoin dominance is going to top, in my opinion, now that we've gotten confirmation, right, and we've broken above this 49% level that we just talked about this week. I'm expecting this zone to hit somewhere. We're going to wick up into this zone before we start the reverse, okay? 53 to 58%. We're at 51.4%, so we still have a couple percentage points at the very least to go, in my opinion. But let me point you to something else. Look where we're at right now. We just covered this. I said, when we went back in time, this area here is a topping zone. When the weekly RSI on the Bitcoin dominance gets up towards 72.5, to 77.5. This is a historical topping zone. We're in the zone right now. We're in the zone. Somebody told me today that I had the it factor. They said, you got the it factor. I was like, what the hell? And this was career related, actuarial related. I was like, the it factor. Sounds like I'm a quarterback. I texted my one friend and I told him, I was like, sounds like I'm a quarterback getting drafted by the NFL. You got the it factor. You got the it factor. Like, I appreciate it. It's a nice compliment, but no one's ever told me that before. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the it factor as an actuary. I don't know what the hell that means, but I'll take it as a compliment. So I appreciate it. But anyway, this RSI is in the 72.5 to 77.5 zone. This is the topping zone, okay? This is the topping zone. So I would suspect maybe we hang out here for a week or two, but I don't suspect to stay up there long. You can see up here, look what happened here back in, this was 2019. Now we were up here, we were actually up here from July 19 all the way, okay, we were there for 2 months. So maybe we hang out here for a couple months, right? Maybe we hang out here for, we zigzag around here for a few months, but this is the topping zone. This is telling me here's what I can't tell you. I will tell you what I can tell you and what I can't tell you, not with 100% certainty, but with an extremely high degree of confidence based on statistical values from the past, okay? Based on probabilities. I can't tell you when Bitcoin dominance is going to top. I can't tell you the day. I can't tell you the week. I can't tell you the percentage. What I can tell you is this with a high degree of confidence based on past performance. We're close. We're close to the percentage, and we're in the range of topping. Things are very overheated on Bitcoin dominance. We are close to topping. Could we get up here, and could we range in here for a bit? Sure. I don't expect to go above 58. 53 to 58 is the topping zone. We're already in our topping RSI zone. This is telling me, guys, I don't know if it's going to be next week. I don't know if it's going to be 4 weeks from now. I don't know if it's going to be 6 weeks from now. We are close. We are close to having Bitcoin dominance dropping. What would that mean? A significant drop in Bitcoin dominance. That means your altcoins are running. In this environment, what that means is your altcoins are running. Okay? So, yes, you're going to get your monumental alt season when Bitcoin breaks $70,000. But you're also going to get it to a point, maybe it is when we hit that $46,000 to $48,000 area, you're going to get it to a point where Bitcoin's going to be, Bitcoin's stealing the show right now, but you're going to get to a point, okay? You're going to get to a point of essentially what's going to happen. Let me just sketch this out for you. You're going to get to a point that when we start running up here, it's going to cool off. It's just going to want to consolidate a little. Your altcoins are going to run. Your altcoins are going to run, and then Bitcoin's just going to continue running, okay? So that is in generalities what I expect. Now, let me go. Brendan, welcome in, brother. Appreciate the consistent support. Let's get to ACH, which I was just looking at. And let's get to Casper per Kathleen's question. Kathleen is another consistent supporter of the channel. I appreciate you viewing in every single week. You comment on my videos. You're always dropping comments in the live chat, and it's very appreciated. It doesn't go unseen. All right, so I have some descending areas of resistance here, okay? Chart's a little, to me this chart looks a little messy, but let me explain what's going on. Green horizontal lines are areas of support. Red are areas of resistance, and then we have a few. I'll take this off because it's just getting too messy. This is our major area of descending resistance. The crux of the question from Kathleen is essentially, well, if Bitcoin's running, are we going to expect some correction in ACH? What I would say is that while Bitcoin's doing its thing, ACH can still move up. It can still move up. It's just not going to move up for a little while. It might make a little progress in dominance, but it's not going to have monumental moves. There's a probability that there is a strong, if I had to assign a probability, let me put it to you this way. For me, honestly, it's 50-50. I feel 50-50 if ACH has bottomed. I still think it's quite possible. That ACH could come down to this 0.618. We could come all the way down. to the 1.5 cent level. This would be an awesome opportunity if we got down to 1.5 cents. Okay, I feel like that's a 50% probability, and I feel like it's a 50% probability that we've already bottomed, and maybe we come down and double bottom where we've bottomed here at 1.87 cents. We're not going lower. We're not really going to go much below this 50 simple moving average on the weekly. We've already bottomed, and we're just going to continue eventually going up, going sideways for a little and going up. So I feel 50, honestly, and it's not a cop-out. That's my honest feel based on market conditions. But Kathleen, to expand on that further, just because Bitcoin is going up doesn't mean your altcoins are going down. What happens with this Bitcoin dominance is there's a couple ways to interpret it. But in this environment, the thing I would highlight is really what's happening here is Bitcoin in general is just moving up stronger relative to all the other altcoins. Okay, Ethereum, if you looked at Ethereum today, for instance, you can see it was actually the disparity there was larger. Bitcoin at one point was up like 8%, and Ethereum was only up 4 or 5%. That's really what's going to drive a lot of this dominance, and then you have a lot of the other smaller alts. So Bitcoin's just moving up at a larger percentage relative to the other alts. It doesn't necessarily mean that your alts are going down in value. That's not necessarily what it means. So ACH, I feel 50-50 on. Let's take a look at Casper. Probably going to have very similar comments for Casper, but let's see where it's at. This is still a rounding bottom. I haven't looked at this in a while, but this is still a rounding. As you guys know, I hold a decent position in this. I've commented on that. Haven't had a need to look at this in a bit. Let's take that off. Let's look at some. I thought I had another chart, but we'll just use this. So major area of support. If Casper did decide to go lower, okay, I would be, man, I got this thing going on with my eye where my right eye keeps twitching, and I don't know why. It's really, really annoying. I don't know if that comes on camera at all, but sometimes my eye just starts twitching, and I'm not really sure what the issue is. Maybe it's because I'm so revved up. Maybe that's why. There's really an area of support here that if we did go lower, it's right between 3.5 and 3.65 cents. So Kathleen, could we go lower? Yeah, I think it's possible on Casper we could go lower to this area. I don't see it going much below that area. If you get a wick opportunity to 3.4 cents, I think that's a great opportunity. It just depends. I think in generalities, my 50-50 comment on ACH is similar to Casper. I feel 50-50 on a lot of these alts. Are they going to just do one of these things, you know, and just continue higher? Or, and don't pay attention to the time frame. I'm just in generalities here speaking. Or, you know, are we going to get one last little flush out and then continue higher? I kind of lean towards there not being some sort of flush out here. But kind of 50-50, Kathleen, to be honest with you. Not, again, not trying to cop out. It's just my honest assessment of the market. Hey, guys, we've been on this live stream for 48 minutes. I hope you appreciate the enthusiasm. I did a really deep dive into Bitcoin and what to watch for. If you didn't have an opportunity to catch the beginning of the live stream, I think it is well worth your time to go back and to listen to the commentary on Bitcoin. You guys need to be very well prepared going into the end of this year in terms of strategizing how you want to play this market. For somebody who has been here for a while, has experienced a lot of gains and a lot of pain, and learned so much from being in this market for so long. You know, words of wisdom, what I would say to you: have an educated view, stick with it unless something materially changes. And hey, it's healthy. If your educated view of this market differs from mine, as long as it's well-founded, stick with it, you know, because I could be wrong. I'm not here as a source of truth to tell you everything with certainty that's going to happen. I have conviction and belief on what's going to happen based on education, and I'm sharing that with you. But as I've always said, and I've said this since day one on this channel, never financial advice. This channel, the purpose of the channel is to help keep you informed and to educate you. You should use it as a data point. I am not the source of truth. I am not the person you're coming to know everything crypto. Hopefully there are other people whose opinions you value and you leverage that as well. And you, yourself, most importantly, are educated and you're utilizing that. With that being said, though, great price action today. I'm very encouraged by what I'm seeing. Let's remain patient. As I always say, let's see how these next 9 days, 8 days finish June. And let's see if we close as bullish as I've been anticipating since late May. Okay, I will be back here tomorrow around the same time. Make sure you click the bell icon for notifications to know when I go live. I went a little later today, live a little bit later than normal. So make sure you have notifications set. You have to click the bell icon and then click all so you know when I go live. What's up, Rashid? Glad to see you join. Rashid, rewind back to the Bitcoin commentary. Make sure you catch the top of the live stream. Guys, I appreciated the engagement today. I can see a little bit more excitement is coming into the market, which is feels really good. This is just the start. We are just warming up, in my opinion. Until next time, spread awareness, carry the education forward. Take care of yourself, guys.